Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Mellisa J. McLean, licensed professional counselor and EMDR trained therapist. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a therapeutic technique that is so transformative and really helps people to release limiting beliefs. In doing so, they end up finding great success in their personal and professional lives. What am I talking about? EMDR therapy. Stay tuned to learn more. EMDR stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. Now, I know that sounds really complex, but this is so powerful. This tool is just extremely powerful for all those who have used it and gone through the process. Oftentimes, people have experienced past events that have left a negative mark on their self worth, their self confidence, and oftentimes they may even have a sense of imposter syndrome. But EMDR is so powerful to be able to help to relieve those feelings. Unfortunately, even though people receive many accolades about how well they've done on a project, or how well they're doing in their business, or how well they're doing in their personal lives, sometimes it doesn't matter because some of those past events can have such a profound negative impact that they just really cannot see it for themselves because they have, over time, developed negative core beliefs about themselves, and those are the things that we really want to target so that we're able to reprocess it so that now in present day situations, those people are not walking around with those negative core beliefs, but a shifted or a different belief or view about themselves. So, how does EMDR work? EMDR, it's really aimed at targeting some of those distressing memories that are stored in the brain and helping to reprocessing them in a different, healthier way. It can be helpful to think about it as files, right? So you got files in a file room, and you have files that are all out of place. They're jumbled up, they're in the wrong order. So think of EMDR in a similar way. So when a traumatic experience or an adverse experience happens, sometimes our brain will file some of those memories and the thoughts that we have and the feelings associated with it in certain places, and we need to kind of reorganize how that happened, how the event happened, and it can really help us to be able to think differently, feel differently, and it's not having such a negative impact on our lives. So in a sense, it's reorganizing our memories through what's called bilateral stimulation, which I will get to in a moment. Now I want to talk about the steps in EMDR. EMDR consists of 8 phases. Now, just because it's 8 phases, it doesn't mean that it's always linear. Sometimes you may advance to the next phase, go back to a phase before, but it's essentially just 8 phases. So there's 8 components. So I'll describe it in that way. It's 8 components, or it's called phases, but components in EMDR. Initially, so if you're first coming in for an EMDR session, we're going to do some history taking. The history taking allows a therapist to be able to get an idea of some of the different experiences that you've had and just to really do some information gathering so that we'll later be able to really target some of those negative beliefs that you have about yourself. Another piece is preparation. So during this preparation phase, you're really getting equipped with resources or ways of coping and managing just different emotions that may be overwhelming for you because we really want to ensure that you are able to remain inside of your window of tolerance. So it's kind of like an event happens or you're thinking about a particular memory and your emotions may start to rise, some maybe uncomfortable emotions may start to arise. So we want you to be able to utilize different skills to be able to maintain within your window so that you're not getting so overwhelmed that your body and nervous system are getting overly dysregulated. So in doing resourcing, there's many different types of resourcing. There's guided meditations. There's different body activities, somatic activities to really help to relax your nervous system. There's really incorporating different items and figures that will be a great positive resource for you as you are walking through the rest of the phases. There's an assessment phase. And in the assessment phase, that's when we're really looking at specific memories and targets that we want to work on during the course of reprocessing some of those memories. In conjunction with those memories that we're really looking at so that we can target, we're also looking at what are the associated negative beliefs that you might have about yourself. And we really look at that in combination. Desensitization is a phase where we use bilateral stimulation to be able to help to reprocess those memories. The bilateral stimulation comes in different forms. You can either do what's called a butterfly hug, which induce self-tapping, or you can listen to audio. In audio, you'll hear the sound going back and forth in both ears. You can also use tappers. I don't have them right now. I have them in my other office, but you can use tappers where they vibrate. So you feel it vibrating, pulsating back and forth. You can also do manual to where you can watch something going back and forth, whether it's your therapist's fingers, it might be a light bar that you can watch the light going back and forth. And a lot of times, EMDR can also be done virtually. So there's different software programs where you'll be able to see it online as well, so that it's not just confined to an office setting. After we process your negative memories, then we move into the installation phase. So once we're able to get your levels of stress down regarding some of those memories, we really want to start to install and replace those positive beliefs and replace the negative beliefs with the positive beliefs. Another piece is doing a body scan. So once we're able to replace those negative beliefs with the positive beliefs, we want to make sure that we go through, scan through your body and make sure there's no residual, uncomfortable, or distressing thoughts and feelings that arise. The next step, we want to look at the future. We really want to look at the future and identify what are some things that might come up and how might you be able to handle them based on what we've done in the previous work. This way, it helps you to somewhat prepare, because of course we can't prepare for everything, but it helps you to be somewhat prepared for future situations that might cause you to feel somewhat distressed. And we just kind of go through the process of some bilateral stimulation with that if needed. It may not even be needed after we're done with the desensitization phase, but we'll go through that process and do a body scan just to make sure, once again, that there isn't any residual uncomfortable or distressing emotions or thoughts that are coming up for you. As you can see, EMDR therapy is amazing. It really helps you to be empowered to challenge your negative beliefs, your negative cognitions. It helps you to have a sense of confidence about yourself so that you feel comfortable, you feel good enough to be able to do what you need to do in your personal and your professional lives. It also helps to alleviate any stress and anxiety that you might feel, and it helps you to become really more adaptable and more stable in your life. It will give you a sense of resilience, especially when you see how you've been able to overcome these challenges that you faced in your life. By addressing the root causes to these challenges in your life, EMDR will help you to navigate your personal and professional life with a sense of clarity and purpose. If you have ever been held back by past experiences or the relentless voice of self doubt, EMDR therapy can be so powerful and transformative for your life. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this information to be helpful, please like, share, and subscribe so that you can receive more information to be empowered on your journey of purpose and greatness. Until next time, again, I'm Melissa J. McLean, licensed professional counselor and EMDR therapist. Bye.